Hello, this is Ichimaru378, and was making this video in response to Lao Tzu's video, which was my children's speech, behavior, and Barack Obama's English. Just wanted to add a couple more points. Completely agree with everything Lao Tzu had to say. Just wanted to comment on first the language. I think it's pretty straightforward that the kids will pick up the language that they hear being spoken around them. That's usually the way it happens. Children don't go to school to learn a language. They pretty much just pick up where, depending on where they are in the world, whatever language is being spoken around them. So if the child is growing up in a house where multiple languages are being spoken, then of course they're going to be familiar with those languages. As far as speaking them, depends on the exposure. But for the most part, the children are gonna, they're, like I said, at least be familiar with those languages, be able to understand them, speaking to some degree, um, for as long as they have a good deal of exposure to them. Uh, what else? That ideal of exposure kind of leads me into the next topic, which was the behavior. And I had kind of got the idea when I heard the question that I got the impression that um, the like race has something to do with behavior, and I do not believe that at all. I think that race has absolutely nothing to do with behavior, unless you're talking about like a certain race being treated a certain kind of way, and then based on the way they're treated, then they react, you know, in a certain kind of way, something like that. But that's more like behavior based on being treated a certain way, and not so much like because of a race, like you're a certain race, so you act a certain way. So yeah, so it's pretty much like the language thing. Children will imitate the adults in their environment, and other adults adults imitate other adults. So when a child's young, he's growing up in his house, and if, for example, he sees irresponsible behavior, immaturity, um, a lot of bickering and chaos in the house, he's gonna become accustomed to that. He's gonna pick up those characteristics and those bad habits himself, and take them into whatever environment he goes into um, in the future. So yeah, that it's important to have good behavior for the adults, because you have people watching you. So, and that's not just for parents, that's just people in general should watch and have some sense of responsibility to the society and the environment and the people that they find themselves around, and try and put forth the best example for people that they might be putting themselves in front of. Um, yeah, I mean, especially if you're a parent, then you definitely have a big responsibility. But even just as a human being, you know, I try and make sure that I um, I act responsibly, and I think that's a good way to be. And I definitely think that's something that everyone should consider. Um, but that takes education, and like I said, a sense of responsibility um, to do that, and a sense of commitment, to living right. So um, yeah, that was pretty much all I wanted to say. Um, yeah, the language, the kids would pick that up um, based on their environment, you know, and behavior is based on people mimicking people that they see in their environment. So people that like if their environment is the television all day every day, or some crazy music, you know, then you know, that there'll be a clone of that, and that's all they'll have to offer. So um, yeah, thanks for viewing my video. It's my first video. Hopefully I can do some more, and let me know what you think. Thanks.